Although the snow peak is not too bad. The mini peak. Snow in adventure mode is terrible. Always terrible. Good, we have the magnet out, so we can grab that right away. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, like, get it and then restart. Also, if my keyboard noises for this game can't be worse than they were for Thoth, so we'll see what happens. Kind of go, like, out of the way when you're playing safe to build up hearts and get crystals that are otherwise far. Like, here, I'm just gonna use the edge a little bit. Yeah, that was decent. Oh, balance. Good. I remember what I'm doing. There's an antidote, so this run is actually blessed. Oh, watch this. I'm gonna go into a seed chamber. I'm gonna see if there's decent powers. Bomb is decent. I will take it. I probably won't end up using it because it's too expensive, and I want health above the power to kill one radius of enemies. But it's not a bad idea as a last-ditch thing, especially at Summit. Cool. That guy went kind of far, it felt like. The biggest thing isn't crystals, it's definitely going out of your way to get to plots, because the crystals magnet to you, but the plots do not magnet to you. So you can, if you do it wrong, you can end up with like a collection of 20 crystals by the time you get to snow, and no health because you haven't planted any. But in a marathon safe run, like 130 per zone is pretty much your goal. Any longer than that and you're kind of wasting time. Because you want the estimate for Prophecy to be like 10 minutes max. Because you want to get to the summit by... take all the damage. You want to get to the summit. Well, I'll take the crystals. Let me try this again. You want to get to the summit by like 8 minutes. So that you have 2 minutes for the boss. And you want... What hit me? I don't even know. To make it to the top by 8 minutes so that if you die during the boss, that's less than 9 minutes. Because you want to give yourself an estimate for 2 attempts. Just in case the first one, like, super goes terrible. But then you should be able to beat the game in 2 attempts. Unless you have really bad luck, which is, like, worse than marathon luck. That's what I'm trying to say. Which it definitely happens. Has happened. And, you know, roguelikes, it really depends on both the game and the skill of the runner. Like, you can have a roguelike like Crypt of the Necrodancer and have someone like Spooty who can always finish the most difficult character to play in the game, which is ridiculous to me, just absolutely bonkers. And then you can have stuff like the Gungeon Run, which did I meet Teddy at Calithon or not? I do not remember. Let me move down so I don't get shot. There we go. I remember the radius for these. Okay. Well, better to take a hit and not die than to fall in the hole. Now, for desert and snow, I need to remember the safe strat of planting a flag. I did not check the seed chamber in jungle, so I need to remember to do that too. There's one. I think that's it. So we'll flag here, and that prevents us from falling all the way back down. Yes, Reflect is excellent. Reflect is so helpful for everything from here on out. So I will plant one of those immediately, if I can. I almost just instantly used it. That would have been funny. But that's what it's there for, so. There's a door. Here's a laser. That's a long laser, so I don't have to worry about it. This seems like a short laser, but we can make it. No, it was a medium laser. This guy's about to shoot left. Those big turret guys always shoot counterclockwise in the 4 directions. You know, this is a good run. We have a decent amount of health going into snow. We have a decent amount of money, so we can get more health in snow. That plot is way too far out of the way to justify. And our time is decent for a safe run, too. Like, after losing all that health in jungle, we've recovered a great deal. This is good. Set off a cannon, see if I can... I set it off too early. That is totally fine. We still have our reflect too. It's not as much of a deal in snow. Ooh, there's a lot of plots here, so I can get a lot of health. I'll skip that one. You may want to flag twice in snow, honestly. It's just hard to judge exactly when you are supposed to flag until you have these seed chambers. Let's see if there's anything else good. If I got flood, this would be like the perfect run. No flood. And of course, I can elaborate a bit further about what is actually going on and have a couch to do the same at the actual event. But for now, we're just kind of seeing where this takes us. So we have a bit of a situation with the banana snake. Oh, close the door, thank you. Grab this since it's on our level. Grab this since it's on our level. Don't worry about the lower one since we'd have to go back down. There we go. This dragonfly is not going to bounce onto anything. We're not going to take the spike death. That's kind of a big problem. I wish the spikes didn't exist in this game, because that can just instantly ruin everything that looks good. There is an aura that prevents that, but it's not as nearly as good as the magnet aura for this. So I can bomb a few things here, actually. I have a good amount of health. I just need to not bomb myself on accident. But I can use plenty. Yeah, and there is plenty to bomb as well. So we'll get right to it. Okay, guys going left. Oh, wow. Okay, that was not a good start. Yeah, the laser unfortunately does a tremendous amount of damage. Okay, that works. I need to pop a new reflect. Okay, and not land on the spider that next time. Okay. Pause up here and reflect. Did I pop a reflect? Where are the other buttons? I want to take care of these spiders, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. I need to get down right now. I don't care if I take 1 damage because it's better than taking 3. I can do this. I have a good amount of health. I just need to not take another stupid laser hit. Is there a plot somewhere? There's multiple plots. I can get a whole nother health. So we are... Oh, I can get like 2 more health. Let me just do that for safety. I have lost far too many runs to trying to rush. And then this is a good spot right here to dodge lasers because I don't have anything coming at me. Start to tilt. There we go. And then one more. I think I can push buttons. Okay. Yeah. So we do have 2 more buttons. This is also a decent spot to dodge lasers. I'm glad I took the hit there, because otherwise I would have fallen. Okay, 2 more lasers, and then we are good to go. This was a great first run. I could risk it and head up to the laser to hit it a little bit earlier, but it is fine. Wait, where is the button? Oh, I needed to head down. Oops, I could have done it. Okay, there we go. Woo! So my completion record is better than I thought. Haha. As long as you take your time, it's so easy to panic on boss. Whew. And of course, there's no guarantee that it wouldn't happen, but especially once you're in practice, like this, again, just like we thought, this is kind of out of practice. So with practice, it can only be even better. That was solid. Okay, this was a short stream. Again, I will say the same thing I did. If you're watching this and you're on the GDQ submissions board, I hope you consider this for a GDQ, and I appreciate your time. Hey, Kiwi. Oh, no. That's okay. I feel like I do that all the time. There's people on Twitch that I followed that I need to follow on Twitter, and there's people on Twitter that I haven't followed on Twitch somehow. But yeah, better late than never, for a lack of a better phrase. I dropped the rubber band. I feel like I should get good at the healer ending. Oh, the rubber band's all the way over there. It's not worth it. Because healer ending is pretty dang compelling. Kind of miss Flintler, because if he submitted it to AGDQ, oh man, that'd be excellent. But when we most needed him, he disappeared. No. Just kidding. Flintler is alive and well. I promise. But it just means I have to take up the torch and get good at healer ending, just like I have to get good at soft body hard game, just like I have to get better at solo co-op for Thaw. It feels good to have some fresh submission videos. Feels good. I should actually do this every time, because I always mean to. I never actually sat down until the last day, and then something happens on the very last day, and it's like, oh. Yeah, that was a bit of a slow boss, but otherwise, definitely would have been. Still would have been well under the estimate that I'm actually going to submit because it was first try. But that's, yeah, you get the idea.